Hi Capricorns, Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another cool tarot reading. We do. And we hope you guys are well. Summer's almost here. And tomorrow I will have, maybe even today, I'm not sure, but the video out on Saturn enters Aries. It's really important. Saturn is your planet too. Whoa. And Saturn entering Aries, wow, that can really kind of really help your life out, Capricorn. It's about ambition and determination, really. And yeah, it is. And so let's see what we have. And all these signs will be explained right in the video, of course. All the horoscopes. The bottom of the deck is the Gilded Cage. And we see the woman, and she's dressed beautifully. These people are rich people, and she's in the cage. So he's married to her. And right here's the Libra sign. That's a union. And here's Taurus for the money. But, you know, those are the values here. That's all they have is money, right? And she's sad in this cage. And he goes, you know, he's outside of the cage. He has all the power. This is about, it can be about a couple that is, just has money, right? Excuse me, let's see. We start with the Pied Piper. And the Pied Piper is about, can be about new calling. It's, you know, it can. And he's going somewhere. But it is typically deception. And he's leading these people there, right? Yeah, let's see what else we have, Capricorn. We start with be careful. All right, so this card is a number 10. That's really your number, right? The 10th house of authority and ambition in astrology. But be careful means, like, be careful not to give in to your fears because you could lose something really good here. Yeah, that's what that's about. Let's see what else we have. And we have laugh at life. Yeah, just kind of don't take yourself so serious, right? Oh, I have to do perfect. Oh, these people are talking about me or this or that. I did this wrong. No, dude, laugh at life a little bit. And we see the Asian woman, a very nice woman here, and she's laughing at herself because, you know, she has black straight hair. And over here she put this wig on and it's blonde and it's curly. And she's laughing at herself like, you know, so she's not taking herself too serious, and this is what we need to do. Even though society, you know, wants us all kind of, I don't know, kind of worried about what people think, and you have to be this way, you know, PC, and, you know, all this kind of stuff. And no, don't worry about all that. Just be kind and learn to laugh at yourself a little bit. Don't take yourself serious. That's what this is about. And somebody here is not doing that anymore because the Be Careful card is saying, stop living with your doubts and your fears, right? Yeah, have a little courage, kind of what this is about, being. Yeah, it's also about being is kind of enjoying life. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future, right? Yeah, don't. Because you can't, the past is done, and you don't know what's going to happen in the future. And once you start to worry, that's when you start to go, well, it's never going to work out. And, you know, it's a negative thing. We have the Square, a challenging situation and a mountain to climb. Somebody knows they have a challenging situation here, Capricorn, but they're like, hey, that's okay. I'm doing this anyway. This is about courage. It's a really good reading thus far. And Aries entering, Saturn entering Aries. That can be like all the determination and the courage that you need, Capricorn. Right? It can be. And we have Taurus, trust, patience, and sensuality. Yeah. And why do they say trust is, Taurus describes trust? Why would they say that? Because Taurus represents Venus, the second house of values, but self-esteem. So when somebody has self-esteem, they trust. They trust that things will be okay, right? We've all talked to people like that, and they're like, they're not nervous, and so they're just trusting, right? Yeah, and that's all you can do, right? What are you going to do? Be worried about every little thing? You know, no, you're not. So patience, Taurus is a patient sign. Yeah, this is about having patience with yourself and patience with the universe as well, and sensuality. So we have some type of a situation here that is challenging, but somebody's ready for the journey. Yeah, they are. They're like, oh, well, that's okay. You know, life's like that, right? Yeah. So let's see what else we have, Capricorn. And we have the card of Wonders. Yeah, so somebody trusts here, and this is what they end up with, wonders. We see this beautiful crystal. It's hard to explain what this is, but this is the wonders of life, and this is what happens when we trust in things. Because when we trust, we can attract things into our life, and when we don't trust, we're really kind of pushing away the good with this negative energy. We are limiting ourselves, right? The universe won't bring you anything if you don't trust. That's just how it is. That's how, yeah. And we have adventures. So there's some type of beautiful adventure coming, and somebody's trusting in it. They are, and it's really awesome. It really is. Now, the thing interesting about this reading is that there was deception here, and this could have been self-deception, right? It's interesting. People who lie to themselves about who they are, or about how life is, or about what they can do in their life, or even about other people, when they lie to themselves, they will usually lie to others, of course. If you're going to lie to yourself, most likely you're lying to other people as well, possibly about who you are, for sure, to start, and then other things. Yeah, the deception is a trip, and self-deception that's the worst one, right? Yeah, it is. So let's see what we have, and if you want to get a psychic reading, Capricorn, or a tarot reading, and do them in various formats, live recordings on their own. If you don't understand somebody, you just met them, or just kind of acting funny, or even for your own insight. I'm also a Canfield life coach. Yeah, it's the guy who wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul. And also Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading, and I do past life readings. Those are super powerful to help you with your true potential in this life. Yeah, that's what they are. And you're choosing it. I'm not choosing your past life for you. Somebody made some comment. They don't even know what they're talking about, like what a past life reading is. No, they don't. 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There could be a friend here, Capricorn. There could be somebody from your past. You could be trusting in something that you wanted to do when you were a child, some type of career, and you could be trusting in it now. And, finally having the courage to go on that adventure. When life is not an adventure at all, it sure sucks, right? It's just a boring kind of, I don't know, visit to the what's it called? To the principal's office, right? Where you just sit there or in detention. Really boring, right? Yeah. So life is an adventure. And yeah, that's why we're supposed to really enjoy and seize every moment in our life, right? Yeah. And just kind of trust and enjoy. So let's see what we have, Capricorn. Everything's in the description box about the readings too. At the bottom of the deck, as I said, 6 of Cups. Yeah, there's something about the past or somebody from the past, and somebody has a new lease on life in this reading. They really do. And this may be you, right? It's your reading, but it could be somebody also who wants to have an adventure with you, and somebody who may have some newfound confidence or courage, right? Yeah, courage is more important than confidence, but or both, right? We have Venus in here, so this could be about love because we have Taurus, right? And on the Taurus card is the rose, right? So let's see what we have, right? And there's something challenging that happened in this reading, though. There is. And with the square. And let's see here. That is at the bottom. Let's go ahead and start at the top of the deck. We have the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. Hanged Man. There's a release here, a surrender, or a sacrifice. And, we see it here with this card, the square. The square makes you take action. It puts pressure and tension, and then you're like, I got to do something here. So somebody did something in this reading, and now they are trusting and up for the adventure. Yeah. 7 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles reversed. King of Swords, 2 of Cups. 10 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, that may be you, Capricorn. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. All right. So we start out with this card. Not start out, but we have this 9 of Pentacles in the reading. This is really about being. This can be about laughing at life. Like, hey, I got this. And why was I taking myself so seriously? It could have been fear here in this reading because of the Be Careful card. I feel like somebody had fear in this reading in the past. Now, not any longer, no. And that's Saturn moving into your planet, your natal planet moving into Aries. That could definitely be about courage. For sure, sure, sure. So we start with the Seven of Swords. He's a little bit like the Pied Piper, Capricorn, where he's running away. Here's the Five of Swords. Somebody planned here to like defeat something, to create loss in their own life, because they realize here that they were like kind of really losing already. They were already, nothing was working out. So it could have been a relationship, Two of Cups showing up here. Now, I feel like somebody is trusting in a relationship with you, Capricorn. They could have been afraid of it before, and now they're just seeing it as an adventure, right? I mean, honestly, you could see an adventure as something very scary, or the unknown. But, you know, if your self-esteem's up, or, you know, and that's what this trust is about with Taurus. If you have trust in the universe and trust in the future, then you're up for the adventure, right? And that's when we really enjoy life and take on life fully. We live fully. That's what somebody's doing here in this reading, right? This Five of Swords sits in the challenging position, especially when we see the Hanged Man, who could be a Piscean. But this is a release or a sacrifice of sorts. That's what it is. And it is somebody who is seeing all the perspectives here. Somebody who is using their intuition here. And going, hey, this isn't anything bad. It's a wonder and an adventure. Wow, how could I ever see it in a different way? So somebody had their cup half empty, and that same cup is half full now. That's really what this is about, right? And it's really beautiful, because it opens up and it lets somebody trust in life and not take themselves so serious here, right? When you're worried about every tiny thing, or what people are going to think, or it's not going to work, you know, yeah, you're taking yourself way too serious, and the world, right? Yeah, you are. So let's get a card on the Five of Swords. It sits with the Six of Pentacles. Now, each card has three people. There could have definitely been a third party in this reading, but this is about defeating. It can also be about, you know, getting rid of your own, kind of like your own mind effing, sort of like, I'm not going to like fall prey to that, like fears and doubts, right? We have the Be Careful card. And now I want to live with more balance in my life and harmony, and, you know, kind of somebody could want give and take with you, Capricorn. And I feel like they do. I feel like this person could have been lying to themselves here. They didn't have a lot of courage in the past. No, they didn't. They could have been with somebody here. That's a possibility. Or lying to themselves, right? As I've said. And this challenging situation, it's a square. There's somebody felt pressure here, and the last straw broke the camel's back. So we see here that somebody is now really standing in their own power, the Nine of Pentacles. This is, yeah, standing in their own power, and kind of standing alone. So somebody could have left a relationship here, especially with these cards here, and they are over the Two of Cups, and this is the concern. So somebody loves you, and they feel like you are their other half, basically. And I feel like they are, in a way, laughing at themselves for not really having courage in the past. The courage to really see that. Or they saw it, but they didn't want to, right? They kind of, I don't feel like they wanted to. And this Be Careful card, it talks about that. It says, be careful not to lie to yourself because of your fears and your doubts. Yeah, it's a very cool reading, and it's very deep in this reading, because it comes to this wonders and adventure and trusting in the universe. Yeah. And so here we have the Hangman, why it's all happening. Something's let go here, something's sacrificed. And we see it. He's running away. He's defeated these two people. And the Hangman in this reading is a release of somebody, or release of something, some behavior, or a sacrifice. And now we see the Seven of Cups, and this is external to you. A choice was made, Queen of Wands, maybe a fire sign, maybe. But a choice was made, and somebody had options to stay in their same old mindset, patterns, habits, or break out. And they have broken out, right? And they could have been a sneaky Sam, possibly with the Pied Piper, right? Yeah, could have been, right? And, that Pied Piper card's really interesting too. It can talk about you've always been kind of believed and kind of conditioned, because these people are conditioned. They're all, walking after him like he's a god, right? Like, it's really ridiculous. But this can talk about conditioning where you had fear, and now you're just realizing, look, and we have the being card. This is realizing that this is my life to live. And I don't care what other people think. And the laugh at life card is like, stop taking yourself so serious. Ten of Pentacles reversed and the King of Cups. Somebody chooses to close out a cycle. And it could have been marriage, maybe, but this is about not wanting to go with the status quo. That's what that's about. Really, it is. And I want to live my life as an adventure, and I'm going to do what I want. That's what this reading's about. It's about somebody who sees that they have an opportunity in front of them, and how the opportunity comes by way of pressure and tension and some type of challenging situation. And they see this is a blessing in disguise. It can be like that. And I'm going to take it as a blessing now and laugh at life and not see it as my cup's half empty. Yeah, it's pretty deep in this. It is. It's pretty deep. And somebody says, hey, let me enjoy my life, right? All right, King of Swords showing up with a decision that's already been made in the past. Temperance, this is self-mastery. It's harmony and balance. It's healing. This is probably self-healing. Somebody might want to heal a situation with you. They definitely could, but it comes first within, right? Everything starts with us, right? You want to change the world, change yourself first, right? Yeah. All right. So Two of Cups showing up in the concern with the Three of Wands. Yeah, or if you want to change your world, change yourself first, right? That's kind of really is... it's more understandable or resonating, right? Two of Cups, Three of Wands showing up in the concern. This is, I want a new future with my soulmate, with the person I really, or the person I really feel connected to. The Two of Cups, they're connected. These people, they're touching, and they're talking here. And he has presented this cup to her, and we don't know what he said, right? But it was sweet and it was nice, but it was like, hey, we're together, or we should be, right? We're really connected, because these are cups at the soul level, at some type of intuitive level. Yeah, we belong together, really. And here's the future. So this is the concern. Now, there could be something where somebody turns their back here, because the Three of Wands is it's a dual-sided card, really, right? He's got his back here, but he's looking at the ships out here. This is about seeing what your life could be. And let me turn my back on just stuff, old chapters, things that haven't worked for me, or that was good then, but it's not good anymore, right? We grow, right? Yeah, we do. All right, Ten of Cups showing up in the environment. And this is about a happily ever after with the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's almost like somebody, was kind of turning away their happily ever after. And they were making themselves feel stuck. And when they saw, Capricorn, that you were their happily ever after, they go, I got to release whatever I'm doing. So the Eight of Swords is a release. Somebody felt stuck, but this is by way of their own hands. Or honestly, these are swords by way of their own self-debilitating thoughts, patterns, and their own mind. That's what the Eight of Swords, right? The swords are about the mind. Yeah, which is, important, right? It is. Queen of Pentacles showing up, and this is with the Ten of Wands. And I feel like somebody might want to drop something heavy with you, Capricorn. But I feel like what it is that there's something's being dropped here very heavily. This could be you dropping something heavy, and let me enjoy my life now. But it's about really realizing something super powerful in order to do that. And it gets dropped here, this heaviness, it does. And we've been talking about it like during the reading, right? The whole Nine of Pentacles showing up. This is somebody's taking control of their life here. And it brings them new opportunities. It does. It's really beautiful, Capricorn. Somebody feels like you are their happily ever after down here. Their other half, the Two of Cups. And there's some type of defeat or a release here in order to let that happen, right? Laugh at life, and not let their doubts and fears control them. It's really beautiful. And then they see the wonders, or you do, see the wonders of life, and that life is really an adventure. And you have one coming either with somebody or maybe in your own your own career possibly. But whatever it is, there's something really beautiful coming for you here, Capricorn. I'm going to end this reading. If you guys want to get a reading with me, lots of fun. I always check for accuracies, especially, right, all the time with the psychic readings and the tarot readings. It's very obvious, but, you know, and it's obvious with the psychic readings. We always discuss, you know, was that true? Yeah, definitely. All right. So thanks so much for joining me here. If you want to get a reading with me, please see the description box below. And please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me to keep these readings coming. Thanks so much, you guys.